Hello, everyone. Welcome to Vap Fashion's YouTube channel. My name is Eunice. In this video, we'll be learning how to make this beautiful spiral rose you see on your screen. This is really beautiful and very simple to make. You can actually attach this to your sleeves. You can have this at the front of your outfit, that's around the chest area or the bust area. It comes out very beautiful. This spiral rose can actually transform a simple outfit and give it that very exquisite look. I hope this is something you are interested in learning. If this is it, you want to make sure to keep on watching till the end. And if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please kindly click on the subscribe button to subscribe and ensure you put on your notification bell so you get a notification every time I upload a new video. Thank you, and let's get right into the video. I'll be using these materials for the spiral rose, and this is our doll face satin. I have this champagne gold and I also have this coffee brown. I'll be combining the two fabrics together to achieve the beautiful spiral rose. And I also have a gum stay I'll be using to create stability on the base of the spiral. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is to cut out this base. This will actually serve as the base. You can actually sew the spiral directly on your sleeve or on the bodies, wherever you are going to place your spiral, or you create a base for it. For me, I am creating a base. So first I'm going to fold my fabric into two. And to determine how wide the base will be is to determine how wide the spiral you're going to be working with will be. And for me, I'm going to be working with 5.5 inches, including my turning allowance. So that's 5.5 inches. So first I'm going to fold 5.5 inches. So here I have 5.5 inches. I'll fold it into two like this. And then next I'll fold into four. And see, we're folding into four like we're cutting our normal 360 flare. So from this folded part, I'm going to measure 5.5 inches. Like I said, that this totally depends on how big you want your rows to be. Okay, so I'm going to connect the points like this, and then I'll cut out. So this is what I have. So you can see that this is obviously a perfect circle. So I need two of this because one will serve as the lining and the other will serve as the main fabric. So I'll cut out the second one and also cut out my gum stay. I'll be ironing gum stay to it to give it stability. And then I'll show us the next thing to do. Okay, so as you can see, I've ironed my gum stay to both the lining and the fabric. So right now I'm going to place the fabric right side facing right side. Then I'll start stitching from around here. I'll stitch on half-inch round, and then I'll stop 3 to 2 inches away from the starting point. I'll start from here, take it round, and then stop 2 to 3 inches away from the starting point because this is going to be the place where I will turn this fabric inside out from. Or if you stitch it round completely, you have to create an opening. You have to cut it open and turn it out. This totally depends on how you want it. For me, I'm going to be leaving a space that I'll turn it out from. So now that I've explained this part, I'll bring in my fabric so that we can start cutting the fabric we'll use for our rows. So I'll be starting with this coffee brown because I'll be combining the two fabrics together. I want the coffee brown to be at the center of the rows, and then the champagne gold will be at the side. And the fabric we'll be using here is going to be, the length of the fabric is going to be 3 inches. And that is including my sewing allowance. So I'll be placing 3 inches on fold. Okay, so we're going to measure 3 inches, and this actually depends on how wide, on how big you want the rose to be. This, the length just depends on what you want to achieve. So here I'm working with 3 inches. So when you open up 3 inches, that means we're going to have 6 inches. So I'm going to measure 3 inches all the way down. So I'm just going to cut it straight fabric. So I've cut out all the pieces I'll be making use of for now. For the champagne gold, I have 4 pieces, and for the brown, I also have 4 pieces. So this is what I'm going to do. I'll join two browns first, that's two coffee browns first together. So here you can see I ironed it and this is the right side. So I'll open it up like this. Right side of the coffee brown facing right side. Then I will join these two pieces together. After joining them, I'll do the same thing. I'll pick two of the champagne gold, right side facing right side, and join them together. I'll do the same thing for the other ones, and then I'll join the whole strip. So I have 8 of this, and the length of our satin comes in 58 inches. So I'm going to join all 8 of them together, then I'll come back and show us how we'll be creating the flowers. Okay, so I'm done stitching the base, as you can see, and I turned it out from this space. You can see I've gone ahead to press it, and this space now, I'm just going to top stitch this part. Okay, then for the strips that we're going to be using to form the spiral, I see I've joined them all together. So I joined two of the champagne gold, and then I joined two of the brown, and then two of the gold before two of the brown. The coffee brown, I'll be starting with this side. So I want to create like a curve around this side. So I'm just going to measure from the starting point here. I will go in by 11 inches. And then at this point here, remember I used 3 inches as the length of the flounce. I'll be reducing this part by half of it, which is 1.5. So I'll mark 1.5 here. And then I'll use my straight ruler to connect the points, or my curved ruler rather. So I'm just going to create like a curve around here. So I'll cut it out. And then I'll cut out this point. So this is how the beginning part will be. You can see it's smaller. I reduced it by 1.5 inches. So I'll take this to my sewing machine, and then I'm going to weave it. I'll weave this rough part. You don't want to weave it rough, like you can see that satin phrase. So I'm going to weave it all to the edge. And before I go and do that, now for the flounce that we have here, for the base that we have here, I'm just going to get the midpoint. So because this is 10 inches, so this is the midpoint here. That's 5 inches. I'll come this way also, get the midpoint, and this is 5 inches. So at this midpoint, I'm just going to draw like a cross around here. So I'll mark at this cross that I have here like this. Can you see at this cross that I have here? I'm just going to create like a curve. So I'll start from this side, just pick one of them, and then I'll create like a curve like this. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm drawing like a circle. So this is where I started from. I took it round. So getting to this point, I came out by ½ inch. So I'm going to have a ½ inch space round there. So I'll just begin to continue drawing. I'm creating like a spiral shape. So I'll keep drawing this shape till I get to the end of my circle. So you can see like it has ended at this point. So before we go and start stitching, like I said, I'm going to close up this opening I have here. I'm going to weave my fabric, and then I'll show us how we place it around it. Part that is curved here, again folding, I'm going to fold it this way. And you see the curved part, I'll fold it like this. You see? So and then I'll begin to form like a rose. Can you see? So this part, of course, it is protruding because this part is woven. I'm just going to find a way to tuck this in. You see? So you just tuck it in a little. So once I have it tucked in, can you see what I have here now? It's now beginning to form the rose for me. I'll just turn it round again, turn it round like this. So can you see what I have? So I'm going to sew this to the middle, to this point, this point. Can you see this point? So I'm going to sew it down first, and then we'll now begin to sew it round to create our pleat. So we'll go to the sewing machine so that I can show us how we're stitching this down. I'll begin by stitching down the rows, that's the part I folded already, exactly at the center here. So you want to back stitch and make sure it is well back stitched at this point. And then next I'll begin to create pleats, and I'll be stitching it around the spiral I already marked. I'm just going to make sure to follow the marks I have here. Remember, I created half inch space between them, so I'm just going to keep following it. So here right now you can see I'm pleating my fabric backwards. I'm pleating it. So when I get to the point where I started, I'm going to shift up the rows. That's the part where I started. You know, it's lined there already. So I'm going to shift it up so that I can stitch underneath it. I'm going to be following it on half inch. Just watch carefully what I'm doing. You want to make sure to shift that one. Just push it up a little so that you can stitch directly under it. That way, it will not allow the middle to lie down. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to keep pleating it round and see, going ahead to pleat round. I'll keep following the shape I have here. You want to make sure that you are sewing on that half inch spiral lines we drew, okay? I'll keep pleating it. This is what I'll keep doing till I get to the end of the marks I have here. So you want to take this one step at a time. There are two ways to doing this. This is easier, starting from the center, and then you start sewing all around till you get to the end of the spiral. You can either start from the end of the spiral and start stitching it, then you'll be stitching towards the middle now. I hope you understand. Now I started from the middle and then I'm stitching to end outside the spiral, that's close to the end of the fabric. So if you start from the end of the fabric, it means that you're going to be stitching and then coming inwards to finish up at the center. Okay, so this is it. So right now, as you can see, I've exhausted my coffee brown fabric, so I'll continue pleating. Now is the champagne gold that I'm pleating. Okay, so just going to keep pleating it and stitching it down gently till I get to the end of the base I already created for it. So you can see it's already coming out beautiful. The combination of champagne gold and coffee brown is a perfect combo. Okay, so we're done with the spiral rows. Can you see how it came out so beautiful? It's really beautiful. The color combination is just perfect. Can you see? It's really nice. This is where my fabric ended here. And you can see it's already very close to the end. So you can decide to just tack this point like this, or you can leave it like this. This just totally depends, because you can see it's not doing anything to it. But for me, I think I'll just tack it a little so that it just curves in here. Okay, this is it. Came out so beautiful. I love the outcome and I enjoyed making this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you learned something from this video, please make sure to like this video, share with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. And also ensure to put on your notification bell so you get a notification every time I upload a new video. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.